Yo, welcome up everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the gaming and wrestling experience. I am your host, Mario. I got two guests with me, which my good friends, Warren
Hey, what's going on? Glad to be back.
and Andreas.
Yo, what up, people?
Guys,
Andres is in the motherfucking house.
well, welcome,
Let's
guys.
do this.
All right. Welcome, guys, back to the show.
Thank you.
Warren, what's going on?
Living the dream.
Everyone good? Everyone healthy?
I hope everybody's good.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to all the listeners out there. I want to thank all the listeners out there who listen on Spotify or Anchor or any other podcast out there. Thank to you guys. We have 398 listeners out there, and total plays that people listen to our podcast. I want to thank
awesome.
It's big, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, people.
Thank to you people, listeners, and thanks to you guys as well.
Hey, no problem.
Without you guys, man, it wouldn't be as big. You know what I mean?
We got to shoot for bigger. You know what I mean?
No,
more topics, more stories, more feuds, more games.
Yeah.
I got some news too. About
as you were just saying, though, Mario, it's true, man. Like I've talked to you about how I want to start up that podcast of mine, and it's like, it all sounds fine and dandy, but it's like when you're the only one and you want to like get feedback or you want to get, someone's opinion, you're like, okay, now do I go into character or what do I do? Because there's no one else here, so. Yeah, it is more enjoyable when you have two or more people, and I'm excited about hitting that 500 mark. And
yeah,
right. No, without doubt. I was just gonna touch on that right now too. It's like the trio right here had got that episode up, you know what I mean? So let's keep the same energy, boys. The boys are back,
Right, boys are back in town.
Right.
Was it? I was gonna say, I was gonna let everybody know. Episode 16. It's been played 195 times.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's our longest podcast that we did on the second. It was 4 hours. It was 4 hours and 38 minutes.
And the sad part was, well, I wouldn't say sad, but the crazy thing about it is, it could have kept going on, but it was so damn late in the night.
No, without a doubt.
Without
a doubt. Such a great conversation.
Oh yeah, so we gotta definitely do that again.
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely gotta come back to the garage. We gotta do our thing. Get some good stories.
More Terramana.
Well, if you guys want, you know what, I kind of feel bad if I push you guys to do the shots.
No, you didn't. I didn't feel any peer pressure. I was just, to be honest, it was one of those, like when you go to a
it was
testing,
rather good
like
too.
It was very, very smooth, but it had a kick in the ass as well. It was definitely one of those that if you do it straight up or if you mixed it with anything, you could sit there. Yeah, it would definitely be good. But you'd be sitting there going, this wasn't bad, and then you go to step off the stool or the chair you're in, and down he goes. So yeah.
Well, next time if you guys would want to, I would, I'll buy some pineapple juice and mix it up with that if you guys want to do it the hardcore way.
Sounds great.
That's what The Rock kind of suggests.
It's the little umbrellas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He does pineapple and some other stuff to it. In there, so he does really good fancy stuff. Good stuff.
Might have to YouTube or Google that.
Oh no, well, he has it on Instagram, so you go check out his Instagram.
Oh, on Instagram? Oh, right on.
Yeah, he has videos of what he uses sometimes on his Terramana.
Okay.
But yeah, but I would definitely take. I'm gonna definitely take shots because I think it's good.
Straight up, though.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna drink them straight up shot.
Oh yeah.
But it's so much better cold because it's in the it's in the freezer right now. Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah. But I would one time try it like room temperature, just to get the effect of.
No, you don't want to. You don't want to. but hey, if you want, I'll definitely do that though because that'll be a good experience too on YouTube when that goes on there.
Yeah, it'd be a good experiment to tell. Which is best.
You're gonna. Me and Andrea's gonna see that reaction. Which one's gonna be the best? I tell you that right now.
I'll judge. I'll be the judge. You know what I mean?
I mean, hey, you know what? I think it'll be pretty cool on episode 2 when that does happen. I'll buy another bottle because the bottle costs like $30. Because the bottle costs like $30 or $40. I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. But I think it was $30 though, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Oh, okay.
But I know it was $30. I know that. I think.
You gotta get the white.
Yeah. So I'll buy another one, and I'll get the cold one and get the warm one. And if we want, we'll all of us will have our 3 freaking shot glasses, and we'll all, if Warren's gonna do it, I'll do it with him. To get our reaction.
Okay.
I guess I don't have no choice.
You got a choice, sir. You know what I mean? I mean, you can join us. Or you can just.
Well, I'm already gonna feel bad that you guys are both doing it. I gotta do it.
Hey, bro, it's I don't want to push you guys to
for the people.
Right.
Right. All right. So we'll definitely do that to get our reactions when it's hot. And then when it's cold, I think that I think that'd be pretty. That'd be freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
It'll be a good episode, and we'll get a good buzz up in there. That's when our true feelings are gonna come out. Yeah. So we'll definitely do that. Definitely. I'll definitely be down to do that. And I want to see Warren's reaction with that.
Oh yeah.
But I'll drink a little, man, because I tell you right now,
we doing them back to back, or we doing it with like a little.
Well, we're gonna
time between each one.
Yeah, between. Yeah, I mean, like we're not gonna do it and do that. No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
None of that. I mean, no. To space them out.
I'm down for whatever.
No. I mean, unless you want to. I mean, it's up to you.
Whatever.
But I want to just take a little bit of time just to we can drink one. We'll talk about it, and we'll look at the camera, and we'll get our opinions about every with us.
We get some wings instead of the pizza. You know what I mean? We'll get some. We'll figure out the food situation.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. We can definitely. All of us will actually we'll all pitch in and do that then, if you guys want to do that instead too.
Right.
I'll definitely save some money every paycheck just to be safe, just to make sure I have it. So we'll just if you guys want, we'll just save money and we'll do that, and we can not worry about anything. Or me and Warren, or me and Warren, or me and you, Andres, we can go to the closest. I would say we'll go to the highway Walmart. Worst case scenario. But we'll go there, and we can go, we'll buy the Terramana there too, and then we'll get the pizza and stuff on the way back.
Oh, okay. They got it at Walmart.
Yes, they sell them at Walmart.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's how they sell. It's silver, and then there's the brown one, which the one I got.
Oh, okay.
So the silver one, I'm kind of interested of how that tastes.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be heavier, because I think like the gold or bronze is like more smoother.
Oh, really?
I believe. I think. Not of the rocks. I don't know, but I mean
Oh,
just in general of
oh, okay,
tequila.
okay. Well, that's why we're gonna
Yeah.
try it next time when we're there. We'll see the difference.
There you
Yeah,
go.
we'll see the difference.
Which one burns more?
Yeah, but we'll take one. We'll talk about. We'll talk about whatever we're talking about at the time, and then in the time, we'll take the cold one, and then we'll all, explain.
Give an opinion on that, right? Right.
Right. So we'll do that. So, but yeah, I just want to thank all the listeners out there. Thank you so much for that episode number 16. That's the most popular one you guys listen to.
That's
But
crazy though.
yeah, it's crazy. Yes. I can't imagine on YouTube if people if they can watch that kind of stuff for 4 hours.
Right.
But if they have YouTube Premium, people can still play it and have their phone still turned off, just like they listen to a podcast. If they have Premium
Okay.
on,
I have YouTube Premium.
Okay, well, yeah. So some people can actually still play the video while the phone's off, just like a podcast.
Oh, okay.
Which I just found out because I just got it just for the trial.
I've had it since YouTube TV started, so like 3 years ago.
Oh, damn!
Yeah, I've had it for a while too.
Okay, all right. So you guys are pretty much.
I don't use it much, but I got it. But yeah.
Right. No, but it. But the YouTube Premium helps watching no commercials, so that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys. Hold on. My daughter's calling. Give me 1 second.
Man, that was a great episode.
Yeah, that's crazy. That 4 hours. People actually stuck around to listen. I mean, that's
right. That's
insane.
Goes to show that the conversation was just right where it needs to be. So.
Right. Yeah. It caught their attention span.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah.
The chemistry was just there.
Oh yeah, that was a good night. That was a really good night.
Great. It was great.
And if we could incorporate some, like live paranormal, like if I use my phone and we start asking questions and see if it answers, that'd be insane.
Yeah. That would be fucking. I would trip the fuck out first.
Oh, I know. Oh yeah, because that's what Mario and I were sitting there, and like I said, I've had.
It's more interesting. Just like you had touched like towards like the end of it, and you told me and Mario this is like, I may sound crazy, but I'm just drawn to that motherfucking house. You know what I mean? As crazy as crazy shit that I went through and I've seen, and my friends have been involved with situations with me. Like you just I'm just drawn to it, and there's no other way to.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Other way to put it, but it's just I am.
Yeah, it's insane,
which
and
is crazy in itself. Long story short.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, especially like I couldn't, I can't wait till we do the next one and hear like the stories that you have that your dad and them have, mentioned about with your uncle and all that. It's got to be some good stories.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
It's crazy, but like with like the situations with yours is how it happened, like in the Midwest. You know what I mean? And then it happened down here, like with the situation with your niece and nephew, like going down to where was it that you had went?
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, like few of the houses my sisters had have been quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's like some, like some of the family members haven't really felt nothing, but I like when we were staying in the house in Memphis. This is a brand new house, but it doesn't matter. It's the land that it's on,
Yeah.
And that's
right.
That's where your activity is, because like you'll hear people say, "Oh well, that house is crazy. It's haunted or whatever. Burn it down." You can burn it down, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
you're just getting rid of a structure. That's all. I mean, the haunting is there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
The soil.
it's crazy, man. It's like even out at Go Canyon area, that's haunted as hell out there.
And then that's what I was gonna. That's what I forgot. Like the place that you had went to. What was it? Tombstone, you said?
Yeah. Tombstone, yeah. Yeah, I'm wanting to go back down there.
Yeah. See, and then that's what I was trying to. I have forgot. Is like wherever you took your niece and nephew. You know what I mean? So that you had.
Yeah, that was Tombstone.
2 encounters.
Yeah, that was insane.
You had 2 encounters where one you lived and one where you were telling down here. You know what I mean? And still getting like the same eerie feel. You know what I mean? Which is gnarly, bro. It was a
it was
a great story, Warren.
I'm telling you, if you ever get a chance to do it.
Oh yeah, for real. I was like, woo. And then on top of what Mario was going through, I was like, shit. This is.
Oh, I know. I mean, we were literally, like I said, we'll do our own little minor recap here, but on that episode there on 16, I mean, him and I were just sitting there talking, and then, like I said, I saw, a black figure streak up the steps and stop and look, and then like just took off down the hall into the bathroom. It was like, what the
almost
fuck is happening?
Like you saying that is almost like the figure was going, it stopped, it seen you, and then you were seeing it. You know what I mean? And then boom, dipped out.
And it just said, "Up, I'm out," and it went right into the bathroom door. I mean, and the door was closed. That's the crazy shit.
Hold on, give me a second.
Alrighty.
Right.
But yeah, that was just insane, man. I mean, it was just like, okay, do I tell him what I just saw? Because, I mean, I literally paused for a minute, and I was just like, what the hell?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I know we're going to, kind of on the kind of a ghost, our ghost journeys or adventures, whatever you want to call it.
Well, we're just getting into the episode, you know what I mean?
No, it's okay.
Talking about the numbers, Yeah. It was great, man. It was great.
But
aside from wrestling, you know what I mean? Because I was around Halloween. It was like what the after.
Yeah, I think it was the day after. Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was just great. It was just great to talk about.
Yeah. So. But yeah, dude. But before we get into before we got sidetracked, but we're just we're thanking everybody, to listeners, and doing a little quick recap, and before we get into the recaps and the Undertaker's side, our side opinions.
Right.
But that being said, of what you just said, Warren, about the experience that we had here at the house.
Yeah.
Well, just 2 or 3 days ago, I don't know if I told you this on the phone, but
no,
a couple of days ago, my daughter Jenny said that she's seen a woman with no face. A couple of days ago.
Woman with what?
A woman with no face. So she, Genevieve.
She's blank.
Yeah. So she said that it seemed like her face was trying to be covered, or maybe the ghost didn't want to be seen.
Sure.
But she was upstairs from where we were at seating last time. When we were at seating upstairs.
Yeah.
And that's where she's seen the ghost, and she had a dress on.
In the family room.
Yeah. Well, or the
entertainment,
or the loft, or whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. So she said that she seen her, and she was just staring out the window out and looking at Lucia's room.
Oh wow.
So I don't know. She was asking me all these questions. I'm like, honey, I don't know. I go. She was like, asking me, yeah, Daddy. I don't know. She was asking me, well, why, why can't I see her face?
When she was saying all this to you, was she panicked? Was she calm? Was she?
No, my daughter's pretty much, for her,
she's kind of
normal to it.
Yeah, she's kind of laid back. Like when I had talking to her, she's just like it was no big deal,
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much,
that's
dope.
And that's good, though, because,
that's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
She's acceptance of it,
the
Pretty much.
paranormal
and
doesn't
it's not
react
freaking
to
her out.
that. So,
No.
you know, the paranormal is sometimes a person will get scared. Sometimes a person, you know, will be all right and whatever.
Right.
But that a ghost or paranormal whatever just wants to get a reaction.
Yeah. So so she was asking me like, she was asking me, I was like, Daddy, why do I, like, why do I see, excuse me, like, why do I see spirits or whatever? I go, honey, I don't know, honey. I go, one, maybe it could be a gift. I mean, two, I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
most people kind of lose that gift when pretty much her age. But of course, in my daughter's scenario where she is, my daughter is special,
Right.
and so I don't know in how that
She could be,
works
yeah, she could be more in tune.
exactly. So
You know.
so I don't know if she's gifted that way.
Right. Or if it's both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or yeah, if it's both, because most kids lose seeing supernaturals or seeing ghosts when they get around her age normally.
Right.
Um,
It's just gnarly, bro. You
yeah,
know, I see it as a gift, like because
right,
I can't see that. You know what I mean? I can't do that.
right.
I've
And that's what I,
had experience, but
yeah,
not on that level.
right. I mean, and that's why I told her. I go, honey, honey, this. I was like, Jenny,
Cannot back with them, but like know they're there.
yeah,
That's crazy. You know what I mean?
and she sees them. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
and, like, like she was saying, she sees sometimes a kid outside in the dark, just looking at her, just looking up towards her outside.
Still,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, still, yeah. So,
Okay.
but she hasn't seen the kid in a while.
Just
Um,
where about outside? Because we could probably walk around that area and just kind of ask questions with the spirit box and that.
oh yeah, oh yeah. That would be a dope video, bro. That would be a crazy video.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. Um, but yeah, so right in front of our house, okay, Warren, right where you
Yeah.
park all the time, right there.
Oh. Oh.
That's close, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
or right where you park too, Andreas, or maybe a little more towards to the left.
Yeah. More
So
towards the
yeah,
little like a little cul-de-sac thing or whatever where you have
yeah,
your.
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
my little.
Okay.
You know what I
Huh.
mean? Hey, either way, it's still on your soil. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's where she sees,
And
sees.
whenever you walked away, that's what we were talking about. It's like Warren was talking
Yeah.
about,
We didn't want to have any dead air.
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
burn the structure down. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be the energy is still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's just the soil. Like we don't know what happened layers and layers ago. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Like if you looked into any of the history of the house there, Mario?
No, I haven't, dude. You know what? I was thinking of doing that, but when I asked the history, I don't really see anything pop up around the area. Maybe I have to maybe I have to look in Google and look at more details in the Suntan Valley region,
Yeah.
or Queen Creek, of what they have it
Now, are
at.
you guys the first? Like, are you guys the first owners of in that home, or?
Oh yeah, yeah, because we bought this house. We bought this house when it was straight dirt, so it was
That's
just
what I
land.
mean. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
Okay.
so it could be the land. It could be before.
Oh, it's definitely that because if you
Yeah.
guys are the first owners,
it
um,
has.
What happened?
yeah, then no, I was going to say if you guys are the first owners, then obviously there's been like no deaths or no murderers. You know what I mean? So like
Right. So
you,
just history.
yeah, it's got to be something in that land in that area
Yeah.
in the location. That'll be interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely record that on the phone and have us.
But But the thing is, you got leads going into it either way. You know what I mean? You got your daughter, which is,
Yeah.
And to be truthfully honest though, Mario,
Yeah.
I would not have an issue, obviously, but I mean, I wouldn't care as if your daughter was to join us to express what it might help her talk, and you know, we can maybe try to answer some questions for her, but
Right.
she then might be able to. I mean, her stories might be blowing up as well. I mean, that's just insane that she's
Yeah.
seeing more.
Yeah, but so far,
but we're talking about her through her eyes. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Not her.
Right.
It really expressing that.
Yeah.
Letting it go.
Yeah, because this lady, well, she was telling me like what I think like 3-4 days ago. And this was at night. This was like before I get up for work.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
like around like 8 o'clock, 8ish.
Oh, well, it's not like spirits have a time frame that they want to appear,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
know?
it's funny too. I'll show you if she keeps. My daughter. She. She drew me a picture of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is pretty good for her age.
Right.
But yeah, so I was just tripping out, dude. Like I don't know, I was just tripping out about it, bro.
It's in her head locked. If she could write it, if she could, like, hey, like, boom, 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 and come out, like, hey, Dad, I got it.
Yeah, that's exactly what she did. She was like,
that's funny, bro.
Yeah, she was like, here, Daddy, look, I drew a picture of it.
Well, remember, like I told you, stay away from the mirrors and the closet. If that little boy appears to her again and says, come to the closet, hell to the no.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we talked to her about that. But yeah, it was just it's just so interesting. Like it happened randomly a couple of days ago, like or a week ago. But
wow.
But yeah, dude, it just happens that it pops, goes pops in and pops out whenever, I guess. And then when she comes out of her room, she sees, she sees it.
Besides the activity in her room.
Yeah, well, she hasn't seen no activity in her room for a while, she said.
Oh, okay.
So it's only been the lady so far in the loft.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
What we can do? We can probably, if you're down to do a spirit box up in the loft.
Oh, definitely, man. We could go all through the house, wherever, whatever you want to try it.
Yeah, I think that would be a trippy freaking experience. We got goosebumps.
Nah, chills.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm so down. Shit.
Did she mention like what the woman was wearing, like what era of the generation of the dress?
Actually, no, that's a really good question. No, she didn't really be specific. That's why I wanted, if you were busy today, I was hoping you would say yes to come over earlier, so we can have that podcast and she can ask you all these questions, because I think that the questions she asks, you can pretty much answer better than I can.
Yeah.
Since you have more experience more than I do.
Right.
But with the supernatural,
yeah,
that aspect of it.
It piss it off, and whether that be intentionally or unintentionally.
Yeah. So we just gotta do it safe. We gotta just
we try to avoid that at all costs and just keep everyone right.
Yeah. So we'll just do it safe, like we did last time. We'll just
as much experience as you or one. You know what I mean, and especially one like.
Yeah. But we gotta do it sometime with my wife, because my wife doesn't like doing that, because my wife believes that not to mess with the spirits,
Right.
Well, yeah, but like I said before, if you approach it with sound mind and just be like, hey, I'm here to ask and just want to know what happened to you or something like that. When you're aggressive or you start calling it out, then you're asking to get your ass kicked. So
right.
But yeah, we go in there and just, like, hey, we mean no disrespect and blah blah blah.
Right.
We should be good. But yeah, that night you and I did it. We did. We were calm, cool, collective. We didn't, act out or nothing. And that response we got on the last one was like, oh shit, no, we're closing this down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that was insane.
That's
Yes, it
gnarly.
was.
That was another thing, part of the podcast that was just like a highlight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Because that was a trip, bro. That was a trip.
No, bro.
And
No, it'll be a
listener,
trip if you were there. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
difference you talking to
and
or
that's
us
why
listening to the stories.
happen this next one. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta go over there. We gotta bring. We gotta make the show interesting now. You know what I'm saying? We
Oh
gotta
yeah, we'll
talk
definitely go live with that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely record that.
that content and what your daughter knows now, and it's still going backwards, like on the little boy.
Right.
See what we can find out.
Yeah.
Or what you can find out, and you give us the information, you know what I mean, so we could put it together and have a great episode.
Yeah, I think that would be a trip.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm curious to ask her about if the little boy that she sees outside is the same one that was contacting her through the closet or her room.
Right.
If it's the same kid or not. If it's not, this is gonna be fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. That's gonna be definitely a different experience.
Yes,
in that episode.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, so I think that would be pretty cool to do. But you guys are not on a time, right? You guys are good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. So you know what? Since Andreas and Warren, you weren't on the last podcast that we did. Andreas was in there for a good 5 minutes, maybe give or take.
Yeah.
Before he had technical difficulties with his phone or the internet. So let's go ahead and get into. You know what? It was pretty much a big long intro. But yeah, so this is episode number 22. If I didn't really remember if I said that yet.
Oh no, you did.
Okay. Oh, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's all good.
Yeah. So this is episode 22, and we just did a quick recap of the Halloween supernatural stuff.
Right.
And we're gonna get into right now Warren and Andrea's opinion about the Undertaker streak before we get this recap going on Raw and SmackDown. Since today is Monday Night Raw, which is the 14th of December. Christmas time is around the corner.
I'm stressing.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But okay, so let's go into it. I don't know who wants to go first. We'll get. Does anybody want to volunteer? Wants to go first?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I did. I'm game. It don't matter.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'll just go with Warren. Okay, so Warren. So we talked about on the last podcast about the Undertaker streak and our opinions.
Right.
So what's your opinion, real quick, before we get into the recaps of Raw and SmackDown? Do you think Taker should have lost his streak, or he should have kept it, or should have been a different superstar that he should have lost it to, or Brock? What's your opinion about that?
Well, I really kind of wish they would have let him ride off into the sunset with undefeated. I mean, you gone that long. It was obviously a reason. And if I don't know, but I had heard a rumor that he wasn't actually even supposed to lose to Brock. And I don't know, for whatever reason that it did, but
well, just to
to
answer that question, Taker answered that question on the Broken Skull session, which you should watch. That's called One More Round.
I didn't catch the all of it. I did see some of it.
Oh, you got to watch
it. It was good.
Yes. Yeah. So he was saying that Vince told him that it should have been that he thinks it's Brock, Brock is the biggest man right now. That
But Taker didn't feel that
at
way
that time.
and and Taker was like Taker,
he didn't feel the same about it.
Yeah, Taker didn't feel it. And so Taker was just saying that and Undertaker, he said that he wanted to give it to Roman.
To give him the push.
Yeah, to give him the push, and
okay.
Vince, if I'm not mistaken, he said that it's not the time or he doesn't see it yet to give him that push. And Taker was like, "All right, fine, cool."
Yeah.
Taker's pretty much a businessman. He'll give his piece and he'll give him his piece, and he's still gonna, he's gonna do whatever Vince says.
It's a paycheck.
Though, like you go decades with that record. You know what I mean? It's hard to see him lose to somebody who was already big at the time. You know what I mean? Like who didn't really need it.
Well, yeah, and not only that, Brock was even a full-time, wrestler. I mean, he was just whenever there was a big payoff, then he was there, and it's like, that's annoying, at least in my eyes. I think.
Yeah, no, he's always been like that. He's always been like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's just been a draw, just for a guy his size. Like he's a freak.
Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, with his size
and with that kind of star power, like gifted like that, you don't need a push from Taker in my eyes to break that kind of legendary streak. You know what I mean?
Right, and well, not only that, Brock had been around for a while, so it's not like his name wasn't a household name.
Right.
And Roman was, but Roman wasn't a household name yet. They were just starting them off as the Shield. They were three nobodies. Well, they were somebodies. They just weren't in the universe's eyes yet, unless people followed them through their independence. So. But I don't know. I mean, if it was on the business aspects, then I can honestly say, well, then okay, fine. If that's what he wants, then fine, let it be Brock. But I definitely agree that Roman would have been a better choice, he said, for trying to give him a push.
I still don't see it at that time.
Right.
With Roman, I mean, I'm gonna have to disagree because I was really. Like Mario knows, like I'm like I appreciate Roman, but I'm not in love with Roman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's all good.
It just wasn't good. Like a person like him, you can't hold back their star power if they're good. You know what I mean? And you're holding him back. You know what I'm saying? Like his heel run now has me way interested than his heel back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so. And it's kind of cool seeing the Uzos kind of go well. They're not both doing it, but yet when they do, it'll be cool seeing them both go, major heel, because they've always been babyface,
Right.
Or they've done their little, thug thing with the, their penitentiary deal, but for the most part, they've not been full-fledged heels, and they. So this will be interesting.
Very.
Yeah. And do you have a friend? That being said, Andreas, before we get to the next topic, what are your opinions about that? About the streak, kept or lost, or what's your opinion on that?
I think he should have kept it.
Right.
Like I was on Warren's, answer to that question. It's too legend. Like that record is decades long.
Right.
It's not just. It's not like it just happened overnight, and they're like, "Yo, like we got something here." You know what I mean? He talks about it in the book in the one more.
It wasn't
round.
like it was like 2 or 5 years long. Then whatever.
Yeah, he talked about it in the one more round, like when it started becoming a thing, and Taker started to see it. It wasn't Vince, you know what I mean? And Vince was like, and then Vince like, yo, like he came up to him and was like, yo, like, should we run with this? This is money, dude. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like you said, he's a businessman. So, of course, Taker's going to be like, okay, yeah, if it's right, then we'll let it go. But I still don't feel like it was right, you know? If you're asking me, like, I'm going to have to.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
With Brock and Roman, like, Brock was already established in my eyes and some of the people in the eyes. Yep. He was already the guy, like, you know, who was, if not at that moment, in the future, have a run as one of the greatest champions to ever hold that belt, you know. And in Rome, he just wasn't ready in my eyes yet. I don't think he found himself quite as much as he is now because he's comfortable.
Right.
And now it's showing. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's oozing with all the right shit right now, and it's great to watch him on screen. You know, because Heyman's not running him; he's running everything.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and that's the cool thing about it too that I like about with Heyman. Heyman is his mouthpiece, but he's just when he's allowed to speak. You know, where Brock didn't talk at all, or if he did, it was very little, and he didn't have any mic skills at all.
Yeah, he was doing everything for Brock. You know, it's great to see because not only is he giving his cousin some light, which is overdue, I think, in my eyes. You know what I mean? I guess. Everyone could agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
It's great to watch, and Roman is doing a great job right now. Period. Yeah. Better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
of course, right now, yeah.
He's making me like him a lot more as an entertainer rather than a wrestler. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I didn't mind.
Do both, entertain and the wrestling. Right. You know, now it's starting to come together for him, which is great, and I applaud him. But to get on the Taker thing, like nah, like you gotta know that's not right.
Yeah.
Right.
After so long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have just let Taker, you know, if it's going to be 23, 24, whatever, just stop there and just be done.
Like if somebody was going to have control over Vince, like Taker would have to be in control of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like this is mine, this is not yours, Vince. Like I did this. I went. You know what I mean? Like
Give me a second.
Like I should have a lot more say in this record and what goes on and what happens to it.
You would think, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's what they should have done with it because, you know, like you said, if you're going to put someone over, then you know, I would have let it been someone else besides Brock, definitely.
Yeah,
because you know, like we said, Brock has already had his run. He's well known. People know him from his amateur wrestling as well as his MMA. So
yeah, a lot of people sleep on RVD, I think, too, because like he was talked about heavy, in a lot of big people's eyes, and a lot of people back in the scene, like back scenes, like they really liked him, but his support and love for the Leaf, you know what I mean? He's fighting for something that's able to do now, which is legendary in its own, you know what I mean? But people won't see that, like in the business.
Yeah.
You know what
I
mean? Right. He's one I could see Undertaker, like, hey, like, it's your time.
Right.
Because Taker talked in the round, he's like, I don't think I was like what this streak symbolizes to me, is like a lot of people think like it was something that was supposed to happen. Like, no, it wasn't,
Right.
But if there's somebody deserving of it, then yeah, I'll break it. I would do.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
True.
I think they could have ran with somebody, even some new up and coming person besides Roman. Whoever
Yeah.
they may want to push over, but yeah, it didn't have to be Brock. At least that's what I feel.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with that as well. He should have kept it, like I said.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Because that would have been awesome. People would have been like, I mean, you're already speaking about the streak, but still, it's just like, matter of fact, let's use like the NFL with Miami Dolphins in 1972. Every year that there's a team that's going undefeated, they did see how long they can go before someone beats them. And then it's like, oh, the Dolphins are still the team that the catch, and it's like that's the way it was with Streak. With the streak of Undertakers that I mean, you knew you would hope Undertaker was going to win, but then he always did.
right.
Um, but yeah, I mean, whether he was the badass All American or Undertaker, you hate seeing that streak like that. Just 22. I mean, that's a long time, man.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of. That's a lot of.
Yeah, just to
Families.
give it up.
Yeah.
And
30 years, man.
that's
Yeah,
another. They would have ran with it, and they didn't. They wouldn't have broke it. It would have gave wrestlers and superstars now to be like, "Hey, I want that." You know what I mean? I want to
yeah,
wrestle. I want to wrestle that. Like that. That's very fortunate, bro. Like think about it. You know what I mean? 22
oh yeah,
matches, 20 something plus matches, not just 22. He won 22, but 20 something plus. Like in Mania, you know what I'm saying? Like that would give these guys, it would push them more to be
well,
great.
yeah,
Like
and like I don't know if Mario and I have touched on it. I know Mark and I have and do a lot, but if you've noticed within the last, oh man, I'm saying maybe 10 to 15 years or so, maybe even more, but I don't know. But just that the belts anymore don't mean anything. Like
Right.
you
Right.
got guys winning belts left and right, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this one now, and it's like it doesn't seem to carry its true meaning. It's crazy. I mean, to be like the U.S. champion or intercontinental champion, that was a big prestige. Now it's just like yeah, whatever.
yeah,
It's
I
just I don't know.
got
Yeah. Right.
certain people who respect certain titles and some who just have it just to get that Grand Slam or the Triple Crown or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they just want to say that they had it. But you got
Right.
people like Smith
Oh yeah,
who
and to carry it for so long, I mean, like
carried the belt for so long and talked
on
about
to the women's.
the other belt for so long. Like he
Yeah, it's
always
crazy.
had his love whenever he was rocking that Intercontinental Championship. Boy, let me tell you,
Right.
like Miz was one, Daniel Bryan was another one.
Oh yeah.
Fucking yeah, great IC champions.
Now.
And
Now.
another thing, RIP to Pat Patterson and Debo, man, Zeus.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Our house goes out to Pat, and Zeus, who played Zeus. Um,
Yeah, that's crazy.
our hearts goes out to the families, to both of them. Okay. Oh, she needs help. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go hop them real fast.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep on talking. For the, keep on talking about the. Go ahead and talk about the streak, or of your guys' favorite matches and stuff like that for right now.
Favorite matches.
Yeah.
Favorite matches.
So we'll go with Andreas, and then go ahead, Warren. You can take it after that. Let me go.
But are we doing the take like favorite Taker matches of all time?
Yeah. Yeah. You can go.
Gotta do a
pick your
top five.
Okay. Top five.
3 or 5, whatever.
Okay,
pick,
5.
Okay. Dang, you can't just do one Taker match.
Okay,
bro.
go ahead. I'll be right back.
Okay. Man, Favorite Taker match.
I don't know. There's been so many.
So many great ones.
Yeah.
And it's who he was tied to too.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of the time frame, you know. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
going back to the beginning,
Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. Hell in the
I
Cell.
think it's Triple H ever gone against him.
The universe's introduction to Kane.
Oh yeah, definitely Kane.
That's that Shawn Michaels Hell in the Cell match right there.
Without a doubt.
You got his debut, Teddy DiBiase and the
I think there's just not the ones that you did not like, the ones that are good.
right. Man, you got fucking. He lost this one, but when he put over fucking Jeff Hardy.
Oh yeah.
That was a great match, and he showed mad respect to Jeff after he won too.
Yeah, and those guys are still going, man. That's insane.
Yeah.
And Matt, their bodies got to be just like tore up.
And I mean, again, another Hell in a Cell, but Mankind and everyone knows that.
Yeah. I mean, you can't.
A lot of people forget that Rikishi took a fall like that too, and that one was a great match too.
Yeah, gosh, Rikishi, man. Yeah,
He took a
his
fall.
matches were always interesting.
Yeah,
sticking his ass in everyone's faces and shit. It was crazy. You know, you got to have total like you got to love your sport. You're gonna have some grown ass man's ass in your face.
That's a fact. He did it to a lot of
That's
people.
got to be one hell of a paycheck. Hell yeah, he did. Oh my gosh, man. You imagine somebody new going into it and you're like, okay, look, here's what's going to happen. You're going to take an ass to the face.
Now go get him, Tiger.
Right? Yeah. We'll see you back here with the brown stains.
Oh my God.
You messed up.
You pinked on wearing fatty, like the Rock said in that promo one time.
Oh my. Yeah, Rikishi was always guaranteed to give you some good matches.
Oh yeah. Just another.
It's kind of nice to see that the Uzos and the Rock and even like Roman, they're all pretty well fit. They're not, like sumo wrestler style.
No, yeah, of course. And I got some news on that too. I've heard that the Rock has basically shut down the idea of them being in a match together at this Mania, which is understandable,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
but he wasn't shutting it completely out. You know what I mean? Like it's out for 2021, but 2022 he said he's game for it because everyone knows Rock needs a crowd to perform. Let's just be real. Like the Rock needs people. He's a people's champ. But he said he isn't afraid to lose to Roman too, just to get him
to put him right to give him. Exactly.
Even more, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that it's I give these guys props for trying to sell the episode that you're watching because there is no crowd. I mean, you got the virtual monitors, but still, I mean, it's not like having people attending. You just can't
Yeah.
get the full effect.
Right. Of
So, but I
course.
give him props, man. That's tough.
Yeah. And just the fact, because The Rock can say no. You know what I mean? He's at a point right now where he could always say no to Vince and be like, "Yo, I don't want to.
Oh yeah. Well,
I
hell,
don't want to do this." But
he's
like
got
that's just
fat paychecks coming from Hollywood. So
yeah, yeah,
he's fine.
yeah. But just to see Rock, that's let's give him his outing right now.
Right. Right.
This is, I think he's next. I think he's the next big one to be like, okay, like I'm really done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he's like, and it's gonna be it should be documented whenever it happens. Like the Light Taker, because The Rock has done a lot more. A lot. Undertakers did a lot for wrestling. The Rock has did a lot for not only wrestling but here's what you could do after it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, like, look at Cena. I mean, Cena's body was taking a beating, and he jumped on the bandwagon of movies, and he's doing quite well.
Yeah. Batista.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Batista, that's another one, man. Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's good in the Marvel series, and then when he's
Yeah.
done, that what was it? It's like Spy Kid or something, with that little
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah. The little
That,
comedy.
yeah, I
Little
mean,
family comedy he did.
yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
It was something you wouldn't expect out of him,
Right.
and it was like um, kind of like hell, what's his name? Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
when he did that the one where he was like a military, either like a navy or
Yeah.
some sort of,
Babysitter slash
yeah. And then
babysitter.
he did the babysitting thing. That was hilarious. And you kind of like to see the softer side of the guys like that, that are
Yeah.
the
Of
uh,
course.
hardcore badass and movie guys. I mean,
Yeah.
see a little softer side that they, and to see the versatile that they can, they can change it up without
At any
any
time. Yeah.
questions. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It was
But
good.
yeah, that's kind of hard to tag. To find the best matches of the Taker. I mean, they're just, man,
There's so
that's
many
tough.
great ones. I want to know what they came up with.
Yeah, that would be a good. Yeah, that would be something good to see. What their top 10 or 20 were.
Man.
Yeah, that would be pretty tough though.
There's just so much like off like a pay per view, or if you could remember like any Raw or
Oh, yeah.
SmackDown
Right,
match.
right. Because yourself, sometimes the sometimes better matches are the like week leading up to a pay per view,
Yeah,
because the storyline is so thick and awesome. So
exactly.
Right, sorry,
yeah,
guys.
And he said it in the Broken Skulls one more round that
yeah.
he's probably the best contender for about ever. And
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh, definitely.
he's never. I don't want to be quoted on what was exactly said, but somewhere along that line
Yeah.
of that.
So you're back with us, huh, Mario?
I'm back. Yeah, sorry. My
All right.
wife.
No, it's okay.
No, my wife wanted me to measure the bed length because she wants to buy some sheets that's on sale.
Oh, you better have went then.
Sir,
Yeah.
you need to just relax. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's I had to do that real quick.
Yeah, that's
no problem.
Yeah.
we filled the time for you.
Yes, thank you.
No.
Thank you guys. No,
So we didn't come up with the 5.
Okay.
This is hard, bro.
It is hard. It's
hard.
What
did you come up with? What matches did you come up with?
Man, I can't really think of. I can't really
There's so
think
many.
about that.
I mean, we came up with a few, but yeah, it's hard.
No, it's hard. Yeah. No, I mean I can't remember, but we just thought about our top 3 or 5. I can't
Right.
remember. But that's it. I mean, it is hard. But yeah, that's what we did.
We got. I had mentioned Shawn Michaels and